Spencer, defeat here at Torquay United this evening. What are your thoughts after the game?
Torquay didn't have to do anything to win. We gave them all 3 goals. Nothing event in the first half. We've hit the bar, and we've given away a shocking goal just before half time. 3 parties to it. Not even a schoolboy goal. Going 1-0 down. And start the second half very, very poorly. I thought they were right on top for 5 minutes, so we made the double change, which was planned, but we had to be careful with injuries. And I thought we had about 15 minutes. Hit the bar again. Shot just over. A couple of scrambles. We looked brighter for 15 minutes, and then we've conceded a second absolute kamikaze goal. I mean, just pure footballing suicide. And we give it a bit of a go. This rule with the referees, I'm not even really blaming the referee. I mean, we didn't get anything all night, which you expect when you come away from home and it's a local ref, but I think there were 12 yellow cards. There wasn't a bad challenge in the game. Absolutely ridiculous. He was a rat. He warned us at half time for slowing it down, and they were slowing it down the whole second half. I mean, it just wasn't a nasty game at all. And so we're having to make changes, and with yellow cards, because I just see so many people getting sent off. It was just ridiculous. And the third goal is also football ridiculous. 1 ball over the top, centre half doesn't deal with it, he gets the red for the second yellow, penalty, 3-0. It wasn't a 3-0 game. We had as many chances probably as they did, but if you defend like that, individual errors, you're not going to win football games, and you're certainly not going to win football games when you come to somewhere like Torquay, full-time team, and they have not had to do very much to win that game. And yet again, our passing let us down. We didn't play particularly well, and we froze. You can come up with any cliche you like. Players looked tired from Saturday, though they say they're fully fit because, of course, they want to play in these games. And we're a Jekyll and Hyde side at the moment. We're either reasonably good or, quite frankly, reasonably poor. And as I said, congratulations to Torquay. They got a phenomenal response coming off the pitch. But quite frankly, as I said to their manager, I said we gave them all 3 goals. We've hit the bar twice. Jack Turner hasn't had a shot to save practically in the game, but he's picking the ball out the net 3 times. And as I said, they've not had to earn them at all. They're a very good side, obviously, full time. But we just again haven't got going. And my upset with the players is that with the greatest respect to Truro, it was similar to that. 3 completely shockingly bad goals, and players scared of the ball, didn't want it today. Again, on such a fabulous surface, great place to come and play your football, and we haven't done ourselves justice again. So Jekyll and Hyde continues. The only real plus to me is we managed to get Falevi, Maloney and Mecchi on the pitch for some decent minutes to try and build their fitness up. But as part of the problem, players aren't fit at the moment. They're not sharp enough to play at this level, and teams are sharper than we are. And certainly in a second game, very quick turnaround, very, very difficult.
We're still searching for the first away win in the league of the season. Would you put it down to the struggling
I
away
believe
form?
we're not currently fit enough, and that includes injuries. We're not fit and sharp enough. We can't cope with 2 games very quickly. And we at the moment are conceding what we didn't do all last year. We are and the year before, obviously. We're conceding very, very poor goals. We're not making the opposition score fabulous goals or even good goals. They're just gifts. The first goal, the centre halves run through, just passed the ball straight past my centre half, through midfield, past the centre halves and straight through the goalkeeper. Not good enough, because the first half we were more than a match. Turner hadn't had anything to do. They'd a couple of balls across the box, but we'd hit the bar. There was a back pass that fell short. It was a nothing game the first half, but second goal, calamity, and the game's over. You can't come to a place like Torquay, and it's again very frustrating that it took us to be 2-0 down for us to start to believe we could actually play the game, and started to play the game a little bit for sort of 10-15 minutes. And people need to grow up and understand the level. Really harsh on us, really, from that perspective, but people need to understand that. But I must absolutely say, I don't know how many Farnborough fans were here in that corner today, but thank you so much. They deserve better again, and bizarrely we've hit the bar twice, but you can't win games giving away those type of goals. But thank you so much for them to come a very, very long way, and I've explained it to the players. There's going to be a fine to the club for that amount of yellow cards, which I think is there wasn't a bad challenge in the game, but the dressing room's got to pay that. This club can't be paying that. It's not good enough. People getting yellow cards very, very quickly, and they're then a red card risk with the referee who's doling them out to both sides like confetti. I mean, it's just ridiculous. We didn't get any decisions in the first half, and then he's warning us at half time we need to speed up, and then he's letting them do it. I mean, it's just nuts. But look, very tough place to come. I'm very disappointed. Thank you to our amazing travelling support. They deserve better, but we've got to stop this Jekyll and Hyde nonsense, because it's incredibly frustrating. We need to get fitter and sharper as a group, the lads coming back from injury. And we've got another really tough game away in Braintree, and then the FA Cup away, and it's already critical. It's where do we want this season to go? We can't just be a home side that play well on our pitch and when we want to. It's not good enough. And the better sides, and Torquay without any shadow of a doubt are going to be right up there. They will expose that, and you give them all 3 goals, and that's what you get. Absolutely nothing.
And how do you pick the players up ahead of the trip to Braintree on Saturday?
No, they've been given a task, which will remain confidential before training on Thursday, and they need to assess their own performances, not just me. And there will be. I said to the players at training last Wednesday, there are spots up for grabs here. We are not consistently playing well, and it's really simple here. Players have got to put a marker down, and today a lot of them haven't. The passing was very poor again. And it's literally 1 week. One game it's good and one game it's bad. That's not going to get you anywhere. So, there will be changes. I've got people. Obviously, we're waiting for Pendlebury clearance. Jaden Davis felt a knock at training, so he wasn't eligible for selection tonight. We have to protect Sid, but people are going to come into the side, and I don't think anyone can be upset when they're left out of the team. But there's also the problem that the lads that aren't fully fit, they need to get fit. They need to work away from Farnborough as well. We're not full-time or hybrid, or what a lot of these other clubs are doing. And selection needs to be a problem at the moment. You look at that form of defending in particular, but we didn't pass the ball well. Again, we were like rabbits in the headlights. It was like, oh, quick hide, I don't want the ball. And ultimately, as I said, I think we've had as many chances as they have, but neither keeper's really made a save in the game, which tells you, as I said, I know I've said it 3 or 4 times in this interview, we've gifted them all 3 goals. So it's down to the players as well. It's not just management. These players are underperforming at the moment on a consistent basis. And I know there's some reasons, and I appreciate it's only the 5th of September, but if we want to have a good season, we need to get that really difficult word, which is consistency. It's no good winning pretty much every game at home and losing every game away. That's not going to get what you need. So very, very frustrating, very, very disappointing on such a long journey for our fantastic fans. And as I said, we did this 10 days ago, which is another scandal. The fact that we're down here again, and now we're going another 2.5 hours to Braintree and last week we were at Plymouth, and it's just quite ludicrous. But that's what we've got to deal with. It's not helping us, that's for sure, but we're better than this. We are better than this. So apologies to the fans that travelled, and we've got to, Braintree have just tonked the league leaders 4-0 on Saturday. I don't know how they've got on today, and I've got a lot of time for them down there, Angelo and Steve Pitt. They've got a really good group, so we'll certainly need to be a lot better defensively than we are at the moment, and also be able to pass the ball better.
Brilliant. Thanks, Spencer. Safe journey home.
And you, Dom. Thanks, mate.
Good luck for Saturday.